Imagine a dark and chilly night, the kind of night where the air feels heavy and the shadows seem to move on their own. The streets are almost empty, with just a few flickering streetlights casting long, eerie shadows. It's the kind of night that makes you feel like something bad is about to happen. In the midst of this unsettling atmosphere, we find four buddies, but these aren't your average friends. They're dressed in bizarre, almost theatrical clothing that makes them stand out even more against the dark backdrop of the night. Their outfits are eccentric, almost like they're from another world or time. They decide to hang out at the Korova Milkbar, a place that's just as strange as they are. Here, they're not drinking regular milk. No, this milk is laced with drugs, giving them a high that's both intoxicating and dangerous. It's a place where the lines between reality and hallucination blur, and nothing is quite what it seems. As they drink, their eyes take on a sinister gleam. There's something unsettling about their expressions, a hint of malice that suggests they're up to no good. Their intense, scary eyes seem to pierce through the dim light, hinting at the chaos that's about to unfold. This isn't just any night. It's the beginning of a crazy, violent story called A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. The city itself seems to hold its breath, as if anticipating the violence and mayhem that these young men are about to unleash. The atmosphere is thick with tension, and you can almost feel the impending doom. These guys aren't normal teenagers. Their leader is Alex, a charismatic yet dangerously unhinged young man. He's charming, but there's a cruel edge to his charm. Alex is the kind of person who can smile while doing something terrible. He leads his friends with a mix of charisma and intimidation, and they follow him without question. They revel in the chaos they create, finding joy in the pain of others. Tonight, things get out of control. What starts as a night of mischief quickly escalates into something far more sinister. The group roams the streets looking for trouble and finding it at every turn. Their actions are brutal and senseless, driven by a desire for violence and domination. They beat up a guy really badly, break into a house, and attack a woman. The violence is shocking in its intensity and randomness. No one is safe from their rampage, and the night is filled with screams and chaos. It's a brutal reminder of the darkness that can lurk within humanity. This is the world of A Clockwork Orange, a scary future that makes us think about some tough stuff. It's a dystopian vision where society has broken down and the rules no longer apply. The future depicted in the story is grim and unsettling, forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths about human nature and the consequences of unchecked power. But why should you care about this story? Because A Clockwork Orange isn't just about violence. It's a story that delves deep into the human psyche, exploring themes of free will, morality, and the nature of evil. It's a thought-provoking tale that challenges us to think about our own choices and the society we live in. It makes us think about choices, right and wrong, and what happens when the government has too much power. The story raises important questions about the balance between individual freedom and societal control, and the lengths to which we should go to maintain order. It's a powerful reminder that the choices we make, both as individuals and as a society, have far-reaching consequences. A Clockwork Orange isn't just about being bad. It's a deep dive into the human psyche and the nature of free will. It's about the choices we make, the paths we choose, and the consequences that follow. Every decision, big or small, shapes our destiny. Alex and his friends choose to be bad. They revel in chaos and violence, making choices that lead them down a dark path. But what if they couldn't choose anymore? What if their ability to decide was taken away? The government wants to stop all the teen violence, so they offer Alex a deal. A chance to reform, but at a cost. He can get out of jail early if he tries a new treatment called the Ludovico technique. This controversial method is designed to condition him against violence. It's supposed to make him sick whenever he thinks about violence. The idea is to create a physical aversion to his previous behaviors. It works. Alex gets out and he can't hurt anyone, not even if someone attacks him. His violent tendencies are suppressed, but at what cost? But is this really a good thing? Has Alex truly reformed, or has he just been stripped of his free will? Is Alex a better person now? Or is he merely a shell of his former self, unable to make his own choices? Or is he just like a toy, a wind-up orange, doing what he's programmed to do? The story raises profound questions about the nature of free will and the ethics of behavior modification. In the end, A Clockwork Orange challenges us to think about our own choices and the true meaning of freedom. Are we truly free, or are we just products of our conditioning? Before we continue, if you're enjoying the content, hit like and subscribe for more insightful summaries. To get a Clockwork Orange, you gotta understand Alex's world. It's a world that's dark, twisted, and full of contradictions. On one hand, you have the vibrant, almost hypnotic allure of the city at night, with its neon lights and bustling streets. On the other hand, there's a gritty, unsettling undercurrent that runs through everything. They speak Nadsat, a made-up language with Russian and English slang. This isn't just a quirky detail, it's a crucial part of the story. Nadsat is like a secret code that binds Alex and his friends together, setting them apart from the rest of society. It's a language that reflects their rebellious nature and their desire to create their own identity. It's like a secret code. When they speak it, they're not just communicating, they're creating a world where they have control, where they make the rules. This coded language gives them a sense of power and belonging, but it also isolates them from the rest of society. Alex's world is also full of ultra-violence. This isn't just random acts of aggression. It's a calculated, almost ritualistic form of violence that serves to assert dominance and control. The term ultra-violence itself is chilling, suggesting a level of brutality that's beyond ordinary comprehension. The book doesn't hide the bad stuff. It makes you see it, makes you think about why it happens. The graphic depictions of violence are meant to shock you, to force you to confront the darker aspects of human nature. It's not just about the acts themselves, but about the societal conditions that allow such brutality to flourish. Did Alex's world make him this way? Or is he just bad inside? This is the central question the book poses. Is Alex a product of his environment, shaped by the violence and chaos around him? Or is there something inherently evil within him that drives his actions? The book leaves this question open, forcing readers to grapple with the complexities of human nature. Through Alex, we see what happens when people are mean and how it hurts everyone. His actions have a ripple effect, causing pain and suffering not just to his victims, but to the community as a whole. The book shows us the far-reaching consequences of violence, making it clear that no one is truly untouched by it. We see how things fall apart, how people stop caring about each other, and how violence becomes normal. The decay of the physical environment mirrors the moral decay of society. As people become desensitized to violence, it becomes a part of everyday life, eroding the very fabric of the community. The book serves as a stark warning of what can happen when we lose our humanity. Alex used to be the bully, but now he's the one getting picked on. Everyone's scared of him, and he gets hurt a lot. When he suffers, we see a little bit of good in him. Is he really sorry? Or does he just want people to stop hurting him? This is the tricky part of A Clockwork Orange. Can people really change? Or are we stuck with the things we've done? And what happens when someone can't be good or bad, just a machine? The Ludovico technique seems like a good idea, but it has a bad side. Alex can't be violent, but he also can't choose anything. He can't even listen to his favorite music anymore because it makes him sick now. The government controls his thoughts and feelings. A Clockwork Orange makes us think about how much power the government should have. Is it okay to take away someone's choices to make everyone safer? What happens when the government tells us what to think and feel? A Clockwork Orange is a tough but important story. It warns us about too much power, how complicated people are, and why choices matter. Alex isn't a good guy, but he shows us the bad stuff inside all of us. His story makes us think about some hard questions. So, after you read the book, think about this. What would you choose? Would you rather be good because you want to be, even if you could be bad? Or would you rather be forced to be good, like a wind-up toy? We reached the end, but before you leave, join our community of passionate readers by simply subscribing to our channel, where your love for knowledge and great stories truly matters.